प्रातर्रजानुरजतया विशतश्च सायं गोभिः समं गुणयतोऽस्य निशम्य वेणुं निर्गम्य तूर्णमबलाः पथिभूरि पुण्याः पश्यन्ति सस्मितमुखं सदयावलोकम्. My dear friends, in the amphitheater of Mathura, Rangabhumi of Kansa, Sri Krishna is wrestling with toughest wrestler of the time, and the ladies are very unhappy with this injustice, and they are whispering, "Oh, blessed is the soil of Vrindavan, where Sakshat Bhagavan, assuming human form as baby Krishna, adorned with silver flower garlands. Oh, peacock with a crown, tending holy cows, playing on his flute, many ragas and raginis, sports always from eternity to eternity. Okay, what that great noble deeds and penance the blessed gopis have done, that they see his Divya Leelas every day, every dawn and dusk. The holy procession, Krishna with gopas and holy cows going to the forest and coming back home. Oh, indeed, the gopis' life is super success, who celebrate him in songs while milking, churning curds, sweeping homes, and doing all their duties with overflooding love of Krishna, singing songs of his transcendental pastimes. We missed all these happening just 6 miles away. We lost. Our life is ruined. We missed it. But now we happen to see him in his troubled time, unable to do anything to help him. Sri Krishna soon reciprocated their feelings and started shattering each limb of his opponents. Chanur and Mushtik fainted over and over. By now they became powerless, only defending themselves from hits and strikes of Krishna and Balram. Then at last, springing with swiftness of a hawk, clenching fingers into fists, full of anger, Chanura struck Krishna on his chest. But before he can hit Krishna, Krishna caught hold of Chanur by his hands and lifted him, began railing, swirling round and around and around and around and around, and then dashed him on the ground with a heavy thud. Balram did the same with Mushtik, and vomiting lots of blood, he also died. Great wave of joy spread all over in the amphitheater. Music became louder. Then Kuch and Shal and Toshal attacked on Krishna Balram, only to get their head broken, body torn asunder. Watching this dangerous death of their ideal friends, other wrestlers ran away as fast they could, never to be seen again in Mathura, my dear friends. When there was no one to wrestle, Krishna pulled Bhadra and Balram pulled Varutha, and Sridham and Stok all began wrestling. Music still echoing. Bravo, bravo, well done. Many ladies and gents from audience complimented aloud, stood up and waved clothes and handkerchief and complimented. Entire amphitheater became full of joy. Real wrestling festival began, my dear friends. Flower shower non-stop. Right then, King Kansa shouted on top of his voice, "Kill Krishna and Balram, arrest Nanda Baba and the Gopals, confiscate their properties, kill Vasudeva and Ugrasen. And you rascals, stop this goddamned music." Thus he bursted out, my dear friends. Music stopped, wrestling stopped, Gopal wondered. Krishna and Balram looked at each other. Varutha said, "Krishna, who is that lunatic shouting out, blaspheming our Nanda Baba and other honorables? He is sitting on top too high. My stick cannot reach him, otherwise I would have beaten him up. Can you do some curing to this madman?" And lo, Krishna took position and somersaulted and landed right in front of King Kansa's throne, who immediately shouted his wives to leave, and they left, and he picked up his weapons. Before Kansa find a chance to use his swords on Krishna, Krishna pulled a steel rod from Kansa's throne and hit him hard on his head. Kansa's crown and sword and shield fell down on the stage. Then he grabbed Kansa between his arms. Soon he slipped and began to find chance to kill the other. Nanda Baba and Gopas cried aloud, "Krishna, come back, he is madman, my boy, no use to get angry." Krishna jumped up, Kansa jumped up 50 yards up in the space, and Krishna also leaped up and intercepted him in the space like a hawk to another hawk. Then Krishna caught him by hands and started reeling him round and around and around and around, and raised him on the stage on his throne, which broke down in pieces with other furnitures, my dear friend. As he was getting up, Krishna caught him again and started crushing him between his arms and squeezed him. Loud scream came out of Kansa's mouth. Krishna lifted him over and over again, then forcibly dashing him on the stage so much that it started to collapse. This time Krishna lifted Kansa and dashed down, not on the stage, but 10 yards below on the floor of the amphitheater. Then, with the weight of a mountain, jumped on his chest. All his bones were fractured. Vomiting lots of blood, he died with a loud cry. Krishna remembered his horrible misdeeds 20 years ago, that he grabbed his mother Devaki by her hair. So, filled with anger, he started dragging him by his hair. Befitting revenge always pays high price, my dear friends. The Shah Saddam Hussein of Iraq hated US President George Bush, so he made large portrait and spread it on the floor of a hotel, that everyone walk on it, insulting him. When his son George Bush Jr. became US President, he waged a war on Iraq and won. Then he removed his father's picture and in his state put Saddam Hussein's picture, so everybody would walking on it. In India, people tired of Congress party doing lots of scandals every year, looting citizens, persecuting, insulting Hindus and the citizens. And so at last citizens made Modi victorious with multiple votes in 2014. So Modi did many good things, but he uttered poisonous words against holy cow protection. He did not bring Mulayam Akhilesh to the justice for the crime of murdering thousands of Rama Bhaktas of Ayodhya, he did not show any passion for the rise of the Hindus. He did not meet even the Shankaracharya and consult for the future plans of India to the gurus of India, of Hinduism, who had brought him victory. He turned secularist, that too Gandhi Bhagat, making STSC and hurling Ram Temple judgment in the laps of Kangi and Muslim Supreme Court judges. Consequently, BJP lost 3 important states, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh, to national traitor Kangis. The authentic Hindus who have studied Hindu Shastras as Swami Nishchalananda, Puri Shankaracharya and others have no admiration for him. To them, he is a directionless PM, very stubborn on his ignorance as Gandhasur, Gandhi. That's why now cow killer secular image of Modi just gets vote enough to win the wicked Kangis only, and not 400s to act freely in the nation whatever you want. So, befitting revenge is an art, a super policy to win support from our own people as well as to know who are really our own. Krishna took a befitting revenge, remaining completely established in his cosmic self, my dear friends. Kansa's dead body being dragged by his hair in front of all royalty, who were shocked with the strange turn of events. Suddenly Bhadra came running and scolded Krishna. Krishna, hush, what's this? You are dragging a corpse. So unclean, untouchable you became. Mother Yashoda will not let you inside the home. Sri Radha will not let you touch her hand. Drop it. Go take shower properly. Shy Krishna left it, and right then 8 mighty brothers of King Kansa attacked, and Balramji single-handedly killed them all. How he would have fought with all 8 of them alone, you can imagine. So everyone shouted in great joy, all glories to Bhagavan Vasudeva Krishna. Again and again they shouted, showering lots of flowers. Music of freedom echoed aloud, my dear friends. This place where this Leela took place still exists in Mathura. Now it is known as Kansa. Wrestling ground is known as Kansatila, and where Krishna rested after fighting with Kansa forces is now known as Visram Ghat, my dear friends. Where Krishna was born is called now Krishna Janmasthan. Beautiful temple and bookstore there is. So you see all kinds of literature on Krishna. Please must visit whenever you come to Mathura, Vrindavan. So as soon as Krishna's first part of unburdening the earth completed, then celestial drums resounded aloud. Showering flowers began. Everybody started dancing, my dear friends. Nether dandavayo vyomni, nether dandavayo vyomni, brahme shadya vibhutaya, pushpai kirantam tatpritya. Pushpai kiranta tatprita shashan surnan ritus striya. What to speak of gents, even ladies and children started dancing, my dear friends. Now it is your turn to infuse that flood of joy in your life and stay ecstatic all the time, no matter what. in all circumstances, in all situations, in all positions, stay ecstatic. This is the message of this talk, my dear friend. Thank you very much. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.